Welcome to StratcomTalks. It's a wonderful day, and we are here again with a nice guest. We are with Mr. Ömer Aydınlıoğlu today. He is a professor at Sivas Cumhuriyet University, Faculty of Communication, Department of Public Relations and Publicity. His study areas are brand communication, advertising, corporate social responsibility, and public relations. He will be answering our questions. Welcome to our program, Mr. Ömer. It is good to have you in our program. We are going to discuss influencer marketing today. It is a very popular subject lately. I would like to ask you my first question. What is the influencer marketing, and how can we define it?
First of all, thank you for inviting me. As known, today, marketers are seeking to find the best way to influence the consumers. Product placement, content marketing, social media marketing, or influencer marketing are some of the strategies where marketers try to influence consumers without being perceived as noise. Traditional media advertising, for example, television commercials, are considered as noise by most of the consumers. Therefore, these consumers get rid of these ads by clicking buttons on the remote control or turning off the television.
Well, most of us do that.
Influencer marketing became the new hot topic for marketers when it comes to new online marketing methods. Thanks to the rise of social media platforms and the increasing number of social media users, the influencer marketing has become a popular marketing trend recently. Particularly, Generation Z is using social media platforms overwhelmingly. They spend most of their time on social media platforms by sharing, commenting, or liking. Since the marketing experts are aware of this, they focus on digital marketing strategies like influencer marketing.
Digital world brings new ways of doing things, I know.
Influencer marketing is a relatively new term, so it has no academic definition at all and a scarce theoretical foundation exists. Early research on influencer marketing is limited, so it's being studied by the academia these days. Marketers see and use influencers as an additional advertisement channel. They tend to give influencers clear briefings and what the purpose of the campaign is, what hashtags should be used, how many postings should be done, and often also pay the influencer a budget. Influencer marketing is easily defined as marketing on social media that focuses on using influencers to describe a brand's message to the larger market.
Aren't they so effective? Sometimes we see famous people marketing things too, but not often, I guess.
We can say that it's a form of marketing using influencers to disseminate the messages of the brand, which in return they get money or free products. The Word of Mouth Marketing Association defines influencer marketing as identifying key communities and opinion leaders who are likely to talk about products and have the ability to influence the opinions of others. Here, we should describe the term influencer in general. Influencers are normal people with thousands of followers in their social media accounts to drive the brand's message. This was the first time for an influencer to be the brand ambassador of a famous brand. This shows that brands get the influencers serious and use them in their marketing strategies. An example of the brands that used influencers in its traditional and digital marketing process is Dimes, It also used influencers in its advertising campaign and got successful. The influencers are engaging in all kinds of social media platforms like blogs, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Instagram and YouTube are two famous social media platforms used by the influencers nowadays. These platforms allow their users to share videos, photos, images, texts, etc. So they are mostly preferred by the influencers.
Yes, I understand.
Normally, influencers receive a product like cosmetic products, dress, cleansing product, etc. from a company in exchange for shooting a video, writing a review about the product, or sharing photos with the product showing that they use the product and love it. As a result of their efforts, they get paid from the company. I mean, these influencers collaborate with companies and are paid for their efforts, either by cash or free products or services to get the word out. Today, when we have a look at the global influencer marketing statistics, it's seen that in 2019, the global influencer marketing was valued at a record 6.5 billion US dollars. Since 2019, the global influencer marketing market size has more than doubled. In 2021, it was valued at a record 13.8 billion US dollars.
It is unbelievable. 6.5 billion in US dollars. Nice. Well, what about the advantages of the influencer marketing? Do you think it's an answer that the marketers seek to influence consumers?
We can say that influencer marketing can affect consumers in different ways, such as their attitudes, actual behavior, commodity talk, brand loyalty, satisfaction, etc. In other words, the brands try to use the influencers to persuade the consumers to buy their products or services. The aim for the brand is to sell more, as always, through the influencer marketing. Influencer marketing allows marketers to connect with consumers more directly and authentically. As these people are credible and easy to reach, unlike to the celebrities, they are considered as sincere and trustworthy.
That is very important. We buy when we trust.
Also, their messages can be amplified while seducing their target audience. It is easier to know who the followers of the influencers are. Therefore, it's also easier to target the right influencers. For a cosmetic brand, we may not know how many of the celebrities' fans actually cares about cosmetics, but with a makeup influencer, on the other hand, we can directly target the right consumers. These influencers will produce content as product descriptions, how to use them, their experiences with the product, etc. The influencers have a more similar social status than celebrities.
Yes.
They may be a single mom or a student. Their way of speaking or outlook may be similar to the consumers. So they are regarded as more trustworthy and sincere. According to a 2019 report by Edelman, 63% of consumers between the age 18 and 34 said that they trust what influencers say about brands much more than what brands say about themselves in their advertising. This research shows that consumers are more prone to trust the influencers than the brand itself.
That's very interesting.
Recently, there emerged new companies because of the change in the social media marketing practice and the demand for further services. These companies create databases where they gather influencers in different fields. Therefore, companies can filter through the databases and find influencers who are suitable for their brand, product, or service. For example, if a company needs a gamer influencer, it can find someone within through these companies, and according to their demand, a suitable influencer is suggested to the company.
Yes, I see. Well, let me ask you the last question. Is the influential marketing related with or different from word of mouth marketing or electronic word of mouth marketing?
The classical offline word of mouth describes a process when the information is transmitted orally from one person to another. Electronic word of mouth, on the other hand, can be viral, visual, and in text from one influencer to many consumers has become popular lately. Many studies show that people get more affected in their purchase decisions by their closest surroundings and their living environment than by classic marketing approaches.
I can understand that.
During this period of volatility, uncertainty, and concern, personal recommendations and positive word of mouth are more important than ever for brands to strengthen trust with consumers. Consumers spend too much time on social media. Therefore, user-generated content and positive product reviews are critical success factors to regain sales in the current consumer environment. Nowadays, computers, phones, websites, and wireless connection developed a whole new arena open to every consumer.
Since millions of people use the internet, that makes sense. There are people on the internet looking for products all the time.
Together with the rise of social media technologies, word of mouth marketing has been popular. People started to share opinions, insights, experiences, and perspectives in several different forms, such as text, images, audio, and videos, through blogs, podcasts, forums, vlogs, etc. Word of mouth formalizes the process of tapping into everyday conversations and maps out how to use those conversations as a marketing tactic. Word of mouth can easily be mistaken with influencer marketing, but when a consumer is propagating a message through word of mouth, influencer marketing is the process, and word of mouth is often the medium.
Okay, I understand.
According to a research done by Nielsen, 92% of consumers believe recommendations from friends and family over all forms of advertising. Word of Mouth Marketing Association and the American Marketing Association decided to find out exactly what brands were doing about that fact. In a recent study, 64% of marketing executives indicated that they believe word of mouth is the most effective form of marketing. However, only 6% say they have mastered it. In this sense, we can say that the influencer marketing is related with word of mouth marketing, and also it has some differences between the influencer marketing.
Well, I guess our daily life and dialogues are the key factors.
As a conclusion, influencer marketing has been experiencing a wave of popularity the last years, especially when we think about the popularity of social media and its increasing use. Influencer marketing will be more and more tactical and favorable. The world is evolving and the consumers tend to turn their faces to the influencers as modern opinion leaders of today. Furthermore, companies are using influencers more and more in their campaigns as well.
Very nice. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, Mr. Ömer. We learned a lot about influence marketing. Our interview was great.
I thank you for inviting me. I hope it will be useful for the listeners. Hope to be here again.
I think that everyone learned something from our interview today. Thanks a lot. Dear Stratcom listeners, stay well till next time. Bye for now.